Welcome, everybody, to the Git Bit Podcast, the podcast for blurs, for nerds. If you have a fandom, or if you have a following, or if you have a liking, you are most certainly welcome here. Of course, you're the host of the most, of course, Black Spartan, of course, the man to my left, your right, who's also got a birthday today. Joe, how are you, sir?
I got cake.
Hey, can't beat cake. And of course, Tafari TV, who will be joining us very shortly. But yes, we are a little bit older, which means that sometimes language might be used, so words may be flying. And of course, this may be the understatement of the day for episode 150. There are going to be a lot of trailers, but some of these trailers may have some graphic nature or just, might be of the Mortal Kombat type. So viewer discretion is advised, aside from that, welcome. So as you can see, guys, we are covering the recap of Summer Games Fest 2024. That just wrapped up a little over a couple of hours ago. Now, of course, well over 54 games were announced at the Summer Games Fest. Are we going to be going over all 54 games? Absolutely not. Between me, myself, and Tafari, between me, Joe, and Tafari, we did actually have our picks as far as what we thought were standouts. Of course, this does not mean the end all be all. There was a lot other ones out there that you may have liked or disliked, but we thought these actually deserved more special attention. So, Joe, I'm going to start with you because, again, I was really curious because I wanted your opinion on the Street Fighter and Fatal Fury City of the Wolves.
Do you want to get fighting game announcement in the last 5 years?
That too, but I was gonna say, do you want to give your opinion on the Street Fighter 6 trailer first, or do you want me to play it?
As I said, it's the most important fighting game news in the past 5 years, with the exception of the announcement of Street Fighter 6. Also, I think Mr. Are You OK is probably the most used guest character in across all fighting game genres now at this point.
Yeah. What he means by that is what you're about to see here. Okay, so as this was announced, for year 2 of Street Fighter 6 are going to be new characters that are going to be joining in year 2. Of course, Terry, Alina, and Mai. If you know King of Fighters, you know where they came from. And of course, M. Bison will all be available. It looks like M. Bison will be available first in summer of 2024. Terry will be available near the fall. Alina and Mai will be available next year. Now, like Joe said, this, and also, Joe, you're muted, by the way. This also, guys, it is a very important fighting announcement because again, I didn't see this coming, especially with Fatal Fury City of the Wolves coming out. But we haven't seen a crossover between KOF and Street Fighter since, correct me if I'm wrong, Joe, almost 10 years?
20 years, CVS 2.
20 years? Thank you. I was like, okay, I was off by a decade. So yeah, 20 years since they've actually had a crossover. I'm all for it. But Joe, your thoughts on that?
Well, there is a bit of a misnomer here. Mai is winter 2025, but she is coming before Elena. Japan has this weird thing of winter 2024 and winter 2025 being the same thing. So it looks like it will actually be Bison, Terry, Mai, then Elena being the last person.
Ah, okay.
It's kind of weird. They shifted it weird. Also, we get a Bison gameplay trailer tomorrow at 8 in the morning.
Ooh.
Bison is literally around the corner, and Terry is supposedly 3 months away.
Huh. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. They're gonna drop a trailer. You'd think they would have dropped. Well, let me be honest. Again, I'm gonna save my comments for the end as far as Summer Games Fest. But
Well,
again,
I mean, they have like the Capcom Direct tomorrow, so that's probably why.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think there's a Capcom Direct because everybody decided we're not doing E3, we're doing our own thing. So as much as we're covering Summer Game Fest today, guys, Microsoft is doing their showcase tomorrow. Capcom Direct is doing theirs tomorrow. Devolver Direct already had theirs. Ubisoft, I believe, is doing theirs Monday. So yeah, everybody around the same weekend decided, hey, we're just gonna drop what we got. But the reason why I was surprised, don't get me wrong, I love the fact that Terry's going to be in Street Fighter 6. However, it threw me off because we also got an update from Fatal Fury City of the Wolves with their new character. And there's Tafari. Hey man, how's it going?
It's good. I've been over here dealing with a kitten, so my bad for my being late.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. But no, we just.
I'm just waiting it to spring off screen onto his face.
That cat's a righty. I found that out the other day. But we just got through covering the Street Fighter 6 update, Tafari, that had Terry, Bison, Mai, and Elena on it. But any thoughts on that?
I didn't even know anybody else was on it. I only caught part of it. I just know I've seen the name Bison going up and down my feed, so I know that's one everybody's been wanting for a long time.
Which makes no sense, but I also need to let that go because Geese keeps coming back continuously. But Street Fighter 5 says Charlie killed Bison permanently. That is the canonical story. Now he's back mysteriously.
Yeah. Which is
so once again, Charlie Nash dies for nothing.
Pretty much. But that was the only fighting trailer that we got, guys. We also got Fatal Fury City of the Wolves as they released a new character, Reaper. Now, I don't have a lot of information on this. Joe, do you have a lot of background about this character?
Oh, he's brand new, but he has Krauser-isms. Or not Krauser, Rugal-isms, if we look if we look very closely.
Okay. Let's see.
Farewell. Burn flash! No hard feelings! Press not quick buy! Beat up! Quick buy! Turn to sand! Dodge this! And then... Take that heavens! Time to go home. Listen well. My voice will be the last sound you hear.
Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves.
Interesting character. I will say that. Go ahead, Joe. What are you going to say?
This is not the trailer that was at Summer Games Fest.
That wasn't?
Nope, because this one just announced Vox Reaper and Bijanet. So there's one more trailer somewhere.
Did that one we just watched come out today, though?
They both came out today, but I have not seen the Vox gameplay trailer. It was just announced along with Bijanet.
I know some of them said they release stuff and they're dropping stuff after Summer Games or throughout this weekend. So I don't know if everything we're looking for is completely out yet.
Nope, that's cool. Give me a second. 1 second.
Speak to this character while Will's looking for that. Purple Flames. So he's somehow related to Yori at this point. Mm-hmm. Not quite sure how, but Purple Flames usually means you're down with the Orochi or part of the Yagami clan, so that's always interesting.
Nice. I think I found it. Let's try this.
Oh, this is the other trailer.
Time to set sail!
Fatal Fury. City of the Wolves.
I'm gonna be honest, that was just all the way disrespectful.
It's
I dig it, though.
giving Boa Hancock as an Echo Fighter from One Piece.
Yeah. But okay,
It's
so
also
they did
not
actually
the
do two
trailer,
characters.
but we got 2 full character trailers, so take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
By the way, I know what her
digging it.
hidden
I am
super
looking
is.
forward to
Then.
see the Wolves. That's what threw me off. Come on.
I know what her hidden super is
Huh?
because there's a super move that was not shown, where she takes off her shoes and just beats the crap out of you with the heel of her shoe.
Oh, so just went all the way disrespectful. Damn. Well, that's good to know. But no, I'm looking forward to that and see the Wolves and, of course, the Street Fighter updates. So, of course, that looks cool. But, Tafari, I'm going to switch it to you because I know you didn't get Kingdom Hearts 4 news.
They told us ahead of time. I'm just glad they didn't make it trend for no reason for the 30th time in a row.
They still tried to troll you guys with Kingdoms of Amaranth.
I watched one guy stream and I watched his whole body language change. A kingdom of games. I'm just like, yeah, I felt dissed as well. That was on purpose.
Yep. But you did get a new Sonic game, and honestly, it looks good. But I did want to show this one because, again, this is called Sonic Shadow Generations, which from the trailer, I'm digging it.
I'll overcome every obstacle with this power.
Okay, I might be a little slow to the party. When did Shadow been able to grow wings?
I think that's a completely new thing because that might be some of his alien DNA, maybe.
What are you talking about? He's a dark, broody, misunderstood character. By de facto, he has to grow wings at some point to show that he's truly an angel on the inside.
I mean, Black Doom technically did the same thing in Shadow the Hedgehog, and they have the same DNA, so I guess it's possible.
I guess.
I think you actually see the alien crawl onto him right before the wings burst out. Like you see something slither onto his back.
But
I
that
wonder,
is Sonic.
I wonder if Sean Schimmel came back as Black Doom. That'd be a surprise for this game.
But it's weird that you're getting to see all three different hedgehogs. I thought it was like Metal Sonic. I'm like, I haven't seen Metal Sonic since. Oh wow, 4. I think it's about right. Yeah,
4 CD and Heroes, but
Yeah.
I didn't play I have it in my library. I'm curious if this is like Generations with like a Shadow DLC, or if this is an entirely brand new second game.
I was actually going to ask you: is this a remake of the first one with shadow levels added, or what? Or what's the thing?
It seems like a 1.5-ish plus Shadow. It's in my back catalog. I need to go through the DLC for Frontiers, and then I might actually go back to original Generations, because that was where I fell off.
Okay.
Either way, since this will be my first experience for it, I'm excited, and they're living up to the Year of Shadow hype. Also, I won this cool box of goodies.
Oh yeah, he won the contest. You gotta show him.
Yeah, I got all the Jack specific figures from my hop.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he actually won. But yeah, Sonic Shadow Generations. That's gonna be coming out. It looks like this year, October 25th. Although you can, if you did pre-order it, you do get to play it 3 days early, October 22nd. But yeah.
So, question, and this may be Mandela effect or something. When the original trailer, did they show a Retro Shadow as well? Like how they had Retro Sonic? Didn't Retro Shadow also pop out?
No,
it
was for I think one of the mobile games, and you got like a Retro Sonic wearing like a Shadow skin or like hoodie.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to ask. I was going to say to Tafari on that question because he can point out faster than I can.
I think it was a game. I played the Sonic Rumble beta. Actually, a lot of fun, by the way. But yeah, it was for one of the mobile games they have for Sonic, and classic Sonic got like a Shadow hoodie.
Okay, very nice. Well, one of my picks is more like an update because Joe will tell you I have been obsessing over this game before it became a concept, and I was hype about it when they said that it was actually going to be made at the Video Game Awards. That was almost 2 years ago, and now we finally have a release date for this game. And I'm going to be honest, I'm pre-ordering this one.
Yeah, I've been waiting for them to update on this one.
Ah, yes, Black Myth: The Further Adventures of Goku and Friends.
That's all I needed. That's it. That's all I freaking needed. That is, as we said, that's Black Myth Wukong. That is coming out this year. Matter of fact, 2 months from now, August 20th of this year, which you can pre-order now as it'll be available on PS5, Steam, Epic Store, and Wii Game. So it is next gen. So if you don't have a PS5 by now, you have a new mission in life. This is based off the manga of the Monkey King, otherwise known as the one that bases that dragon that Goku's character is based off of. I think the story is called the War in Heaven or the War Against Heaven, one of the two. But if you've been following us, we have followed trailer after trailer of the fight system. Is it Souls-like? Might be. Will we still play it? Absolutely. But I'm breaking my pre-order rule. I am definitely pre-ordering this one. But fellas, what do y'all think?
Is it going to be like Journey to the West-ish type, or?
Yeah.
I can't remember the last trailer. It's been so long. I remember the gameplay being hype, but the fact that they give us a pre-order date, I feel like I need to go back and watch some older content.
Yeah, it does follow Journey to the West. So Journey to the West, usually, I think Journey to the West is the story where it leads to the War in Heaven. I want to say the War in Heaven or Against Heaven, one of the two. But that's the story they're going with.
I know Journey to the West and Sun King Wukong was basically the inspiration for Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yes. To answer your question, it's a Souls-like game. It's not like Forbidden Journey to the West. It's not an action platformer.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to this. Although, again, if you're pre-ordering, guys, again, I understand with pre-orders. I'm just going to throw this out there because it's there. There is a deluxe edition to where you get, of course, everything there. You do get the steel book. You do get the connecting headband, the wind chimes, and things that you see there. I'm not a big fan of collector's items because, honestly, I just want the game. I want the game, everything goes with it. If you're into collector's items, that's what comes with it. If that's what you want, go for it. For me, I just want the game and play it. But yeah, I'm happy. If there was one thing I did want this year to play, although I was hoping for a fighting game announcement, I'm looking at you, Microsoft, but I'm all for this. I just had no words. I am just ready to I am just ready to play this and really just have fun with it. But yeah, anything else, guys, you want to add to that?
Are you going to show the Super Big Ultra Edition?
Oh, hang on. Oh, there is.
There's more than that? Gee,
yep. I'm sorry, my bad. Thank you, Joe. So that was the deluxe edition. This is the collector's edition. To where you basically get his Confront Destiny outfit. You get the steel case. You get the Thunderstone Rain, the Wind Chime necklace, the Gold Sun Grow pin. You get a warranty certificate. Interesting. And yeah. And you get stamps and postcards along with the statuine figure, along with the figure there. So that's the collector's edition, which I can only imagine. I don't know. Joe, did they say prices for the deluxe or collection edition yet, or is that still unknown?
Second mortgage.
Okay, never mind then. All right, so that's going to be up there. But again,
they keep gatekeeping the steelbooks with these statues that I don't have room for now, and I don't like it.
Well, look. That's why I was telling folks, if you want to go for it. But I have a feeling, like I said, it's just like this. It's just like Starfield. All I wanted was a chronological watch. They could have kept everything else. I thought the watch was cool.
Every time I hear Starfield, I can only hear John say that name.
But Blackwood Wukong does come out. Guys, Tafari beat me to this one because again, and also Joe, I know you probably like this as well. We've been seeing a lot of retro games come out, and again, nothing wrong with retro games because a lot of retro games were fun. They were exciting. We saw Turtles do it. We saw Battletoads do it. And now we're about to see the Power Rangers do it. And, I had some concerns until I watched this trailer. So if you have not seen the trailer for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind, here it is.
Yeah.
All I can sit there and say is I'm sold. I am completely and utterly sold. That was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita Rewind. Guys, what thoughts do we have about this outside of the fact that I know we've all come to the agreement we're all playing this, but what's our thoughts on this?
I'm sold because I like the fact that kind of like Mutant Mayhem, I like that it's a beat 'em up, but I like that they have different clearly level design. So sometimes it'll be side scrolling, sometimes it's like front racing, and apparently we've got Zord kaiju battles in it too.
Right. I did like that. I did like the one where it looks like the T-Rex is actually kind of side. It's like a side scroll shoot 'em. It's almost like a side scroll afterburner thing
mini
to it.
games inside of mini games.
Yeah, I did dig that. Joe, what do you think?
The cutscene artwork is god awfully atrocious. Trini looked like a dude. Jason looked like he was 80. I'm fairly certain you have to beat the game to be Tommy. And we don't even know if it's the green. It's probably the Green Ranger. But other than that, I am absolutely down. We'll be playing this.
You do have a point, because I wanted to put out this screenshot real quick. Zach's hairline
Zach looks like
never
he's
be
paying
fixed.
child support. He's not doing hip hop keto. He's paying child support.
I'm just of all. I mean, and again, this might be, and we don't really have a lot of background. This could be an older telling of the Power Rangers, but I'm just saying.
Actually, the more that I look at Zach and some of these others, like Kimberly looks like she's been through some hard times on this thing. Jason legit looks like he's older than I am. Trini looks fine. I don't know what's going on with Billy. God, with that hair. Zach looks like he's from. I'm gonna say this. I don't mean any disrespect. Zach looks like he's from Friday.
Yeah, I'll give you that, because I look at Billy and all I see is a Justin Bieber haircut.
Yeah, that's all I see. Like, legitimately, Trini is the only one in this shot that looks decent. But you get to the other one, looks like a dude. She looks like a dude. She looks like her counterpart from the Sentai during the morphing sequence.
I was going to be really petty and say Kimberly looks like the waitress at Waffle House you don't mess with.
No, you just like focus on her, and the Dusty Rhodes theme starts playing.
Oh God! But I mean, artwork aside, I mean, I'm still.
Baby.
I'll be this way. Artwork aside, I'd still play the game just because it's going to be fun.
It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, no release date. No release date yet on this. I was hoping to find something right now. Right now it's on a wish list. So again, when more information comes out about when it'll be released, I'm not sure it's going to be this year or next year because of where we are in the middle of the year. It might be around Christmas. We don't know yet, but we'll definitely follow that along.
I wonder if we're going to get any voice work.
Same.
Ooh. You know,
PDF.
We might have to follow that to see if they do. We might have to follow it to see if they do.
I'm not expecting them to get everybody, because right now no one wants to work with Austin St. John after his last little flub.
Yeah.
David Yost and Walter probably so. Amy Jo Johnson's a 50-50.
Well, I mean, after everybody kind of gave her grief about the last month time she was supposed to join and didn't. But she explained why she didn't.
That's an anger comic.
I mean, yeah, she did explain why she couldn't be a part of the Always a Ranger on Netflix. She did explain it. I'll give her credit for that.
Yeah, but it's not like she just did with no reason. So yeah, it's not like I wonder if we're going to get like voice actors to do this, which I'm fine with.
Mm-hmm. I'd be fine with it too. It's just like I said, I'm curious to see if they do go the voice acting route, or a lot of places. But the other trailer I did want to cover, because Monster Hunter Wilds, because I was about to start Worlds, and now I'm wondering, do I need to just wait and just start Wilds? But
no, again, so I have somebody to hunt with. I mean, you got Worlds. I can hunt with you. What do you got Worlds on?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got World. I have Worlds. I don't have Wild.
What do you got World on?
Oh, Xbox.
You're dead to me.
Damn.
If you get the Rise deals, Rise and Daybreak, which is very much on sale right now for 75% off on PlayStation 5, I can go hunting with you, and that has more quality of life improvements from World.
Isn't that kind of free to play on Game Pass right now? if memory
Yeah,
serves me
you need
right.
to do it on PS5 because there's no crossplay. Unlike segue into Monster Hunter Wilds, which did confirm that it will be out on consoles and will have crossplay.
Also, thank you, Karen Ashley, for
Nice.
the Ranger Stop and Pop bags at MomoCon.
Ooh.
Oh, the parachute bags.
Yes, apparently I was told. Apparently, I was told some people cannot take a joke, and I should probably clear that up. So, in case they're watching still,
Oh man, we
this
kind of
joke's not clear.
we kind of pointed that out. That's that thing. If there's anything, if there is ever a bag you need to take for merch you pick up at a con, that bag would be it. If that bag does not have capacity carrying
they
ability,
did a good job, like putting all the people on it and what they play and whatnot. So,
Mhm.
I mean, salute to them. This thing is huge. And then I think Ranger Stop and Pop has like multiples that they do over the year. So,
yeah,
this thing is one big promo, but it is
a
heavy.
big one.
So as I said, grab Monster Hunter Rise for PlayStation 5 so we can hunt.
Oh, the PS5. I'll think about it. Anyway, let's get to the trailer. Monster Hunter Wilds, the Hunter's Journey.
Over there!
Why are you here?
You can't do this alone!
We need to shake them off. Follow me. Yeah. Here it comes.
There's too many of them!
Watch out for that clock. I will draw a time. Cover me.
You got it. Be careful.
Be ready. If we can make it to the rocks, we may lose them. As I feared, they picked up our scent.
I'll handle it. You find someplace safe.
Thank you.
Don't worry, the hunter is here. Just watch. You'll see what hunting is all about.
Again, I'm sold. And of course, the bonuses that you get. But
So are those like, I don't know if those like, I haven't played a Monster Hunter game such a long. Are those like sidekicks that fight with you, or
Yes.
okay?
Which again, I'm digging. So of course, this is wish listed for next year. Again, I'm sold. Like I said before, I need to start Monster Hunter just because I literally have it on Xbox. But in Joe's world, if I'm not on PS5, he ain't gonna join me. But understandably, because there's
Well,
no
I can't
crossplay.
join you.
But
That's why.
I know. But you're saying on Wilds it does have crossplay.
Wilds,
Or it
yes,
does not.
they confirmed that at Summer Games at the show. It will be cross platform. There will be a new trailer in August at Gamescom, and a playable demo will be launched at Gamescom.
Gotcha. Which again, if you're lucky to go to Gamescom, but no, I am definitely getting this. This might be one I will get for PS5
Yeah,
just
sorry,
because.
definitely give it a shot. You may like it. It's go hunt a monster, beat it until it's dead, take its skin and bones, make new weapons and armor out of it, go out and hunt more monsters.
Yeah,
I might try it just because there's really a big Monster Hunter aspect. And if you played Final Fantasy Rebirth, which is why I still haven't beat the story, because I keep getting caught like doing all the lore quests throughout the world. And I don't know why I'm always shocked every time I play a Monster Hunter and somebody has a gun. Like I always picture like Souls-esque fighting with like swords and daggers and spears. So every time somebody's shooting bullets in Monster Hunter, it catches me off guard.
And every Monster Hunter has a theme with it too. So there's that. Rise is Japan, but also its big three monsters are based off the Universal monsters. So we have a Dracula, a Wolfman, and a Frankenstein.
Nice.
So the gameplay just now was giving Doom.
Yeah. But I'm hooked though. I can't say anything. I am looking so freaking forward to it. But speaking of things to look forward to, because again, this next one's going to involve both you guys, because I know when Tafari saw it, he immediately told me we have great apes. The moment he saw the great ape, I was like, I knew exactly what trailer you're talking about.
The thing I saw that interests me the most is we actually do get what if mode in this.
Yep. What are you gonna say, Tafari?
Share the things with other people so they can try it.
Mm-hmm. And what we're talking about, guys. This also was shown at Summer Games Fest. Another trailer for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And like they said, I will say this trailer kind of changed my mind on whether or not I want to play it.
A test of power. I guess we'll see. This will be when the true battle begins.
True power!
Kill you into a million pieces, just like I did that.
You talking about thrilling? Don't you dare! I'm not going to hell alone. You were all right. Are you ready? Do it!
Well, the way you slice it, there's one way to save her. Bye, my friends. No matter what it takes, I need to rescue Gohan. Goku, wait!
What? Never forgive you for this! Now you will suffer my wrath! You are a prison boy! I will show you the true form of autonomous open. It's my turn to change everything then. This is still empty. I don't think you can live.
No way.
Now, of course, guys, as you see right there, we do have a release date. Again, all these releases have been so far this year, October 11th, 2024. As you do see, you do get the pre-order bonus to where, and let me get that little glare off the screen for a second. So the pre-order bonus, as you can see, you do get 6 characters already unlocked, which look to be both merge forms along with Brawly as a Super Saiyan, and of course, Brawly in his monstrous form, and a playable character that is yet to be announced. The only question I have is, guys, I do love the idea that they are introducing what you guys call the what-if scenario. It makes me wonder how many what-if scenarios we're going to see, because if we do actually get that, but any thoughts on that?
Do they have the if we go like 5 seconds further, do they have the other collector's edition up?
Yep.
Yeah, again with the steel in the figurine that I don't need.
Yep. There. Hey, well, let's see what this collector comes. Dragon Ball card game, fighting a fusion world. It does come with steelbook, like you said. The diorama between Brawly and Goku in Ultra Instinct form, metallic bookmark, season pass bonus, another season pass bonus on top of season pass, ultimate edition bonus, and an ultimate upgrade pack. Which, again, as Joe's probably gonna, as we've been saying about these collector's editions, they're probably gonna be a little pricey. Let's just be honest.
And anything with a statue is at least $200.
Yeah. So I mean,
especially
don't get me wrong,
for a statue that big.
Yeah, 264 by 174 millimeters. Yeah. So again, I'm not knocking it. I'm looking forward to playing it. I just want to see about that what if possibility, or does it only affect certain points? I mean, I hate to be that guy that goes on a fixed timeline, but it makes you wonder how many of those what if scenarios are you actually going to get in the game, or if you get them all the way through the Z Saga.
From what I remember in Tenkaichi 3, if you just like did things, it adjusted to you. But in this one, it looks like there's fixed points because I'm fairly certain Krillin went with Goku and Vegeta stepped on Krillin. So Goku went Super Saiyan during the Saiyan saga.
Yeah.
From grief of Krillin being stepped on.
And there is a what if scenario if you play Budokai 1 where they give you one health bar and Vegeta has to like fight everybody. And after beating Krillin or Goku the second time, he goes Super Saiyan. So they've had like what if scenarios, but the fact that I feel like choices you make will alter it. Because even in Tenkaichi 3, they had, it wasn't so much what if scenarios. I think that was what was the one? Not Raging Blast, but
the one where they had the Devilman challenge.
Might have been. It was one of the ones that they. It was one of the ones that they introduced Hachiyak, and they had the plan to eradicate the Saiyans. I'm forgetting the game.
Raging Blast 2.
That's what it was. It was Raging Blast. Had a lot of fun what if scenarios, like the battles of the Ultimate Fusions and stuff. And even Budokai 3 had some cool ones where, like, Gotenks challenges Gogeta to a match at the World Tournament. But I like the fact that they're bringing it back in this, and that you can share that experience with other players so they can try it.
Yeah.
I'm curious how many are going to be put in, because they can only clearly it's going to be a set amount because they can only voice act so much. But I'm curious how many they have. I hope it's like just a ridiculous amount every time, and we get more with each update. But yeah, I like that we're also getting the giant forms back, because we have Great Ape Vegeta, which means Hirudegarn, and a lot of the other monkeys and the giant type characters, like I think Super Baby was one of them.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it, but
we also got some soft confirmations if you paid very close attention to that trailer. So we got Jiren.
Yeah.
I noticed the Danger Trio wolves were in there for a hot second.
Yeah.
You got God Mode Vegeta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I always say that's a waste of a form. Like, he can just do what he usually does and skip at least 2 forms. I couldn't tell if it was 100%, but I think we have, like, what do they call that form for Trunks? Rage Trunks?
Yeah. Rage Trunks? Yeah.
He's got the tiny god aura around him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I think Rage Trunks.
And I think a what if scenario of Vegeta and Trunks tag teaming at the Cell games.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I saw what that was. So that was, instead of Gohan, it's the Solar Kamehameha versus Twin Final Flash. Father-Son Final Flash.
Oh. Okay.
So instead of Father-Son Kamehameha, it's Father-Son Final Flash.
Gotcha.
Okay. I figured something.
Hey, I'm behind that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be looking cool, too.
Anything for you to do things with his baby boy.
But I did have a pick, and this is kind of outside the norm because...
One more thing. I got to speculate.
Go for it.
And this has to do with giant forms. So since the season pass is clearly stuff from Superhero, does that mean we're going to get giant form Orange Piccolo and Cell Max?
Probably.
Definitely.
Wait, Mountain Dew Piccolo?
No. Baja Blast Orange Piccolo. Mountain Dew Piccolo is only his powered form.
Yeah,
it goes Nail Kami, Mellow Yellow, Baja Blast.
The fact that the forms are being registered, the forms are being registered as different characters. I hope it's kind of like Tenkaichi 3, where you just select them, and then it shows their different alternates that you can switch between if you want, or just go straight off the bat. Because I feel like that's still, with all the little bubbles they've shown, I feel like it's still a smaller roster than we had before. But I'm curious to see who all makes the cut, and I feel like they hopefully will listen to fans for people that may or may not be missing.
Hey, Kira.
Hey, Kira.
But yeah, it's one of those things to where I think it's going to be interesting. So if we do get giant battles, that does kind of open up the door to a lot of other things along with the what ifs. But yeah, overall, yeah, it's like it's going to be solid. But I wanted to bring up this pick because this is kind of outside my norm, but I kind of like the weird games like Among Us and games where you figure out who's the imposter and, doing certain tasks just to kill time. I'm not going to lie. This game called Cuff Bust, it has my attention. And I cannot explain it, but I like it. I'm sorry. There
was so much that happened just now. What was that?
It was a lot. Yes, Kira, the chaos. And it is cute. It is. But Cuff Bus basically looks like you're basically Prison Break, but I mean, it is cartoonish. It is over the top. It looks fun. I don't know why. I don't know why it grabbed my attention so much, but I like it. I definitely want to play it. It gives me Among Us vibes. It's like I won't even say Gang Beasts, because Gang Beasts was a little bit different as far as just Smash Brothers with plushies. But although there was a Gang Beasts type game that was also shown at Summer Games well, but Cuff Beasts just looks fun. I mean, it looks like it's fun. It looks like it's low attention, I guess you could say, as far as tasks and things of that nature. You do got to work as a team, but at the end, I guess you can kind of get over on people while you're trying to escape. But it looks fun. I got nothing else I can add to that, unless y'all guys do.
That looked very fast paced for like a childish chibi type game. I wonder, are you working against? Is it like maybe you're in groups and you have to try to beat the other groups to escape? I guess
that's what it kind of looks like. I mean, when I first saw it, I'm thinking, okay, it's got like Payday vibes. Like y'all all work together until the very end, and then you can just, go your own way or still work as a team. I kind of got that vibe from it, but it looks fun. I just want to play it when it comes out. Although it's on wish list now, but I still want to play it.
Developed by a single person.
Oh yeah,
really?
That's the one that he was talking about. That only one person really put all the work in that one game.
There were a couple that were actually single person developers in this Summer Games.
Which I do have to give him credit though. They did highlight a lot more indie creators this time around. And I'll give him credit for that because like he pointed out, the developers studios right now,
well, the developers studios are being
say
closed.
It, but yeah. So it's like if you're an indie developer, now's the best time. Rocksteady's basically on life support as it is, but
which, by the way, good on him for addressing that.
Wait, what did he say?
Good on Keely for addressing the studio closures.
Yeah, I was wondering if anybody got black for that behind the scenes.
Now he has zero chill. Remember when he immediately tore Konami a new one when Metal Gear 5 came out, and he just tore Konami for what they did to Kojima, even though Kojima is like his super best friend in the world.
Yeah.
What did they do? What did they do to Kojima with 5?
They fired him.
Yeah, remember that was Phantom Gither. That was the Phantom Pain. That was right when Kojima and Konami I'm sorry, not Konami. Square were all having issues.
No, it was Konami.
Okay, it was Konami. My apologies.
Because remember, that's why Chapter 5 is so weird.
Yeah.
In Phantom Pain is because that's the point of the game with which they fired him as director.
Yeah, and then they tried to do Metal Gear Survive, and it was terrible. They tried to do a Metal Gear Solid game without him, and it failed terribly.
That was a first person like hack slash against zombie ninjas.
Yeah, which is still weird, but yeah, that was the whole thing. But yeah, Geoff, I mean, Knightley wasn't scared to point out the things that we were all talking about, that everybody was talking about in the gaming world. He really was not scared to talk about it at all.
Keely, not Knightley.
Keely, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting my people mixed up. I apologize if he ever invites us to the Video Game Awards. Although it's in Russia, it's in Germany, but hey, we'll still fly if you put the bill.
Is it really?
But, yeah, the Video Game Awards is overseas.
Every year?
I want to say
he was in the YouTube studios this year over in Santa Monica.
Okay.
Wait, the Video Games Awards this year or last year?
No, Gamescom is in Germany.
No, okay. Wasn't the Video Games Awards overseas last year? Okay, I could be wrong. I was like, I thought it was overseas, but I could be wrong about that.
It was always hosted in Germany. I could have swore it was stateside.
Okay, I could be wrong. It could have been here. I could have got Gamescom mixed up with that. But I did want to ask you guys this because again, I know Joe, when you saw Mecha Break first pop out, did you think it was Gundam Breaker?
No, I thought it was Under the Enders.
Okay, because I was on Gundam Breaker. So Mecha Break, which again, I'm surprised it's not Gundam because it looks like Gundam and Armored Core had a baby. Looks good as well. But here's the trailer for it. Again, I'm sticking to that. If Gundam and Armored Core,
I remember what I said it was.
Huh?
I remember what I said it was. It was Virtual On.
Okay. I still say if Gundam and Armored Core had a baby, that would be Mecha Break. But I like it though.
Those are just Gundams. Like, those are Gundam, and if Oz had a budget and Gundam Winged.
Fair assumption. But it looks good though. Although, let's see. I mean, let me get back to where it said, because I think they said that the summer hang on a second, guys. So yeah, it did say, as I'm trying to get back to this, yeah. So the summer beta did close, so it is coming again. Another game coming out in August 2024. So if there's one thing, the closed beta was this summer, but yeah, it's coming out August 2024. But
no, summer closed beta coming in August 2024.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Better. I'm looking forward to it. I got no other words except to this another game, because I was about to sit there and say all these games are coming out this year, which I wouldn't complain about. But yeah, looks good to me. Unless you guys got more to add to that, because here I am talking. I still haven't played Armored Core yet, and I'm jealous of everybody that does. But still looks good. Wow, we are kind of burning through these a lot faster than I gave myself credit for.
Because you know what it was? Not everything that they showed was a hot pick. There was some stuff. It was like, all right, that happened. Like again,
hang on, Tafari, say it one more time.
I was saying because it was like not everything up. It was either hit or miss. Not everything up there was worth talking about. Like the not Gang Beast game. I don't know how a Gang Beast DLC. It's the same exact game just with corgis.
But you gotta admit that was kind of cute. Corgis fighting on the stage. I mean, there is some attraction to that.
It is the Power World to Gang Beast Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, no, fair point. Well, we do got a few more, and then we'll go into what we thought about it because we kind of figured Summer Games Fest may or may not have a lot. And of course, this year, I mean, like I said, this year, don't be wrong. I know a lot of people are going to be sitting there saying, but over 50 games got announced. Yeah, but we were again hoping for more news or at least some different IPs, but understand the world of gaming right now is very fluid. So again, there's still more games out there and plenty of other trailers out there. And again, this is just today. Other Day of the Devs and things of that nature are happening this week as well. So don't just think that, Summer of Games is basically it. As what did Kira say? It's goddamn adorable and fun. She's talking about the Gang Beast. But the other game I did want to show, again, Phantom Blade Zero. Much like Black Myth Wukong, I am waiting for this one as well, just because how good it looks. But here's the trailer.
Do I have left? 42 or 41.
The Faceless is here!
Don't go up there. Turn back before it's too late.
Okay, so that was, guys, the trailer for Phantom Blade Zero. Now, of course, they are going on a tour. If you're lucky enough to be in Los Angeles, and I mean this weekend for the Summer Games Fest, number one, you're lucky. You'll be able to experience a demo there. If you're in Shanghai, you'll be able to do that in July 26th, 29th. If you're in Gamescom, you'll be able to experience that August 21st to 25th. And of course, for the Tokyo Game Show, September 28th through 29th. So if you are lucky enough to be in any of those areas, you will get to enjoy a demo that'll be live on site. For the rest of us, we will just have to wait. What do you say, Kira? 50 announced, 5 playable. Thank you.
Yeah,
guys. What do we think? I know I'm already sold, but what are you guys' opinions on it?
I like the combat system. It looks like a mix of every like ninja game we've had with a little bit of a Souls challenge to it.
Mm-hmm.
So
what about you, Joe? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Probably may cut you off. What'd you say?
You're good. And this is the Phantom Blade. Is this the first one? This is a franchise. I don't remember.
I want to say this is the first one because this is the first iteration I've heard of this game.
What is the one that just came out? Was it Stellar Blade that everyone was talking about?
Yeah, that was the other one.
That was it. We had another Blade game. That's what confused me. But yeah, I like the combat. I like the art direction. I also like the platforming because it looks like they actually put a lot of effort into all three. I feel like trying to remember how to fight each enemy will be a fun part of the gameplay. But I hope they make the demo public. I haven't done a demo tour since Kingdom Hearts 3, and I had to go to Disney Springs for that.
I mean, it would be nice to actually see a demo of it. I'm not gonna lie, to be able to play it. But again, this is probably gonna be more slated for a next year release. So that would explain. I'm looking forward to. That's about the best way I could put that. But Joe, any thoughts on it?
It reminds me of Sekiro, but prettier.
That
I thought he was gonna go Tenchu for a second, but fair point. But yeah. But aside from that, guys, like I said, just a few more trailers that we do have before we may have to go into Plan B. Because, like I said, not a lot of trailers we actually had to go forward, but we always come prepared on this show. Metaphor, ReFantazio. It looks like Persona, but I'm going to admit this one got my attention as well.
It is said that we all have inherited heroic virtues deep within us. The reality is, we oppress, we fight. A great evil flows through this land. You have found a way to wield true magic. Many more protectors and followers will gather to your side. Remind people that the same powers lie dormant within them.
On guard!
You must acquire more archetypes and bring them together.
How's this? Gower! No holding back!
Now you've acquired a most interesting power, an archetype whose existence was only theoretical. You wield power now.
See, that looks pretty cool. So that's Metaphor ReFantazio. Looks like it'll be out October 11th, 2024. At first, when I saw this, I thought it was Persona, which again, not a knock on Persona. Persona is a great series, but I just didn't expect that I would be that much interested in it. But any thoughts on that, guys?
Is it made by the people who made Persona? Because even the weapon wheel at one point looked very Persona-esque.
I thought so. It is. Thank you, Joe. So yeah, it definitely is. But yeah, as far as that, I mean, like I said before, looks great and definitely have no issues with that. So the only other trailer that we have, because I'm about to say outside of, because I was going to ask y'all this, because I don't have the trailer for it, but I wanted to ask y'all this anyway. Were y'all really surprised that we saw a trailer for Dune?
Not necessarily. I wasn't expecting it, but I'm not the biggest Dune guy either, so someone will play it. It's probably not going to be me.
Because the way it looked, and I mean, I can cue the trailer up for everybody who hasn't seen it, but the way it looks, it didn't look like a game to me. It looked like a movie. It looked like you're basically.
That's kind of what it played like some cinematic. I was when they did the trailer, I was confused. What did we even just got?
Right. I mean, I just seen that, and of course, the other games again. No More Room in Hell Part 2. Love that. It's basically killing floor and Left 4 Dead was put together. Love that game. I did point this out to our fellow Blurred and Geek by Heart about Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. I guess this ain't the first time they've tried to do a Quidditch game in Harry Potter, but again, if you're with that, go for it. Here was the more disappointing one. Star Wars Outlaws. They didn't show anything but extended footage, and you didn't show zero gameplay.
Yeah, because they're saving that for the Ubisoft thing on Monday. They said that.
it's still. But here's my thing. That being said, why show it at all?
To let people know that it's going to be at Ubisoft, because Ubisoft has not announced anything.
Well, again, but you're basically saying, okay, let me reword it this way. You're basically giving us footage, but not gameplay, which everybody wants to see. You announce it you announce it at Summer Games Fest and says, hey, be patient. 48 hours later, you're going to see an Ubisoft Forward. Does that increase your expectations, or you're just like, I'm just going to just wait till it's on YouTube?
I miss E3. We didn't need this many shows.
I mean,
3 days, everyone gets a turn. Indie devs get some shine. Call it a weekend.
Because that's the point I'm making. The point I'm making is that you kind of shoot yourself in the foot if you're going to announce something that's not happening immediate. Not with the attention span that a lot of these gamers have. For me, it's like, let Ubisoft have the surprise on this. Like, no one saw this coming, and then run with it. That's all I'm saying. But it kind of was one of those things like, if you're going to spring gameplay on us, spring it on us the right way to where we don't see it coming. Because I'm gonna be quite honest, it's just like Warhammer Space Marine. I love Warhammer 40K Space Marine, and the fact that 2 is going to be released very soon, and you show gameplay with it. Again, not knocking that, but there's a certain way to market things, and I just felt like they dropped the ball on it. That's just me. I really did, because now it's going to be like, because now all your pressure is going to be on your gameplay better be immaculate, especially after the fact that we're not getting a Mandalorian game.
Yeah,
because now that pressure has just increased. Because if this Star Wars Outlaw game is not outside of Jedi Survivor, it might not work out the way they think it is. That's all I'm saying. But again, like I said, just my opinion. I know for a lot of people it'll be like, maybe I'm just being a little bit hypocritical, but again, it's all I'm pointing out. But the
analogy with Space Marine doesn't work, because Space Marine 2 has been delayed multiple times and is a completely finished game, which is why it's coming out in June? End of June?
Yep.
So that's why we have gameplay footage.
Wait. But here's the thing, though. You can still show you have a following with Warhammer. Your following with Warhammer is way different than it was with Star Wars. So you can kind of have those delays because at least they acknowledge those delays. Versus Star Wars, where, let's be honest, you don't know whether or not you're getting a game at this point. Star Wars Outlaws, true. You're going to get that. They've announced it. We were hoping for a Mandalorian game. A Mandalorian game would be great for Star Wars, but they 86'd it.
I feel like you're angry there's no Mandalorian game and taking it out on this.
No, because again, I'm speaking at it from a marketing standpoint. If you're going to make the next Star Wars game successful, you better back it up with actual great gameplay footage, because that's going to make or break what's people. Let's be honest, without that gameplay footage, it's going to make or break anybody's attention to a game, no matter the name on it. If the gameplay isn't good, kiss your sales goodbye.
Yeah, but they do this all the time in movies where they post a small snippet and say, hey, tune in tomorrow. There's a full trailer tomorrow.
Actually, I got a perfect example.
Now.
Perfect example. Kill the Justice League. And
no, we all knew that everything was going to be crap.
No. But is that not the same process as what they did? They basically, their gameplay and how they showcased it pretty much killed anybody's expectations of that game.
No, the better analogy would be Concord. The better analogy would be Concord, but we don't know if this is going to suck because we don't know too much about it.
Right. So, there's still hope for Concord. But when you saw Kill the Justice League,
Concord's laying flat if you've not been looking at the news. Barely anybody's wishing to see that, and everyone's canning that thing.
But that's what I'm saying. Concord still, at this moment, it's not done, but it's not completely 86. Is what I'm getting at.
Oh no,
you're right.
But the fan base doesn't care about Concord because we're tired of hero shooters.
I can agree with that. I mean, when you first saw Concord,
we care about Star Wars Outlaws because that's a first-person game where you get to be an outlaw, which has never been done in Star Wars for single-player games. Mm-hmm. Because for the first time, we have a protagonist which isn't a Jedi.
True, but will gameplay make or break it?
Yes. So the trailer showing the gameplay, letting us know if you want more, much like movie trailers and teasers now, saying, hey, tune in tomorrow. And then we can judge the thing from there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Saying it's that now based off a snippet versus a full thing is two different things.
But that's what I'm getting at, though. You're basically amping more pressure to make sure that goes off, that goes off without a hitch.
But they're all like that now because stockholders have unreasonable goals.
Well, true, and Red developers are rushed to unrealistic deadlines. You're completely right, but I still stand by it. But
I don't get what you're saying. It's not going to be a good game just based on this.
No, I'm saying if the trailer showcase that we're seeing on Ubisoft Forward is not good, that's pretty much going to be the death knell for that game. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get that, but the first part of they shouldn't have showed anything tonight.
Yes,
I'm confused why you're angry about that.
Because surprises sell. Surprises always sell. Why is it? I mean, okay, I'll put it this way. It's just like Street Fighter. Like we saw several fighters from King of Fighters on Street Fighter 6. And we just talked about just an hour ago. How long has it been since they've had a crossover? Nobody saw it coming.
You have not seen the Street Fighter boards. You have not.
How bad is it? Good or bad?
Oh, everybody's shitting on this at the moment.
Is it that bad?
Is it that bad?
Well, because people are like, you have all these Street Fighter characters that they want in because everybody wants their Sagat, everybody wants their Vega, everybody wants their Makoto. Mm-hmm. So no one wants Terry or Mai. Unless you're South American, then everybody wants Terry and Mai because South America loves Fatal Fury and King of Fighters. But the majority of people are doing nothing but whining and crying about this.
So their only gripe is the fact of who they picked.
Yes, because it's not who they want. Because it's not a Street Fighter character. So they feel like Terry should have been the final character in Street Fighter V instead of Luke. But we got Luke because Luke is telegraphing Street Fighter 6 because Luke is the new main character in Street Fighter 6.
Right. I did that. See, at that point, that's just drawing hairs, though. I mean, you get but again, you're not going to be able to please everybody, especially when it comes to characters, because I mean, I think it's great. The fact that you got Terry, Mai, and Elena. And M. Bison. I mean, again, maybe it's because I'm a Terry fan. Maybe that's just it. Maybe in that case, I'm a little impartial toward that.
Because we are not that biased. We are not that pigeonholing ourselves in Street Fighter.
Right.
And we do not have that those nostalgia beer goggles on where Street Fighter 3 Third Strike is the greatest fighting game of all time. They're wrong. It's CVS 2.
I'm not. No, I've seen a leaderboard where that argument came up. I'm gonna wave at that in the past.
CVS 2. I don't care what they say.
Woo, there were so many games.
You can make CVS 2 into Street Fighter 3. They have that groove, so you have the ability to make those things. It's not my fault they didn't put Alex in there.
I'm gonna take the Keanu Reeves route and go. You're right, because I'm not hopping in that. I'm not arguing that argument. No, I have seen way too many guys. Down too many hills for that. But anyway. What do we got? The last thing I got for the Summer Games Fest, which again I thought this was cool too, but then again, if you're tired of Call of Duty and want something different, and of course this say what?
We should have one more after this.
What am I missing?
Lego Horizons?
Oh, mother duck. Okay. Thank you.
I missed that.
Thank you. I was making sure that I had them all, but thank you, Joe. Although Lego Horizon Adventures, as I'm pulling that up, what did you guys actually think about that? Because
that one. So this is going to be new to me. I was waiting to see if we got an update on that Funko game that was coming, because that one seems like it's going to be interesting.
Oh no, they deemed it too dark, so it has to be a Gamescom. It has to be in Germany.
That got really dark.
Yeah,
I was going to say the Funko Gamescom that got really dark. That one.
Yeah, I was.
No, it's too dark, so it's perfect for Germany.
Yeah.
Lord. Oh, yeah. But thank you, Joe, because I wanted to point this one out, too, because let's be honest, you're successful when you've been made into a Lego game, especially Horizon, because this is actually Lego Horizon Adventures.
Hey, look, this is a hot dog guy auditioning for the lead and unannounced action game.
We see you as more of a sidekick.
Oh, sure. I get that a lot, but check out my range. Okay. Rage! Empathy. Oh, hilarity! This guy! Strength! Hey, what game is this anyway?
Hey, neat costume. I gotta get me one of those. Ooh, sandwich. Sorry, gotta go.
Who is that?
That hot dog guy is Aloy, an amazing video game lead.
Thunderjaw went mad and is tearing through the valley.
Don't worry, I'll bring it down. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, I need. And fire attack.
A lonely hero, hunting machines all by herself.
Hello, I have friends, you know.
Let's do this!
Right, a friendly hero, hunting with her pals.
Ow! Hey, whose side are you on?
Exploring.
Wow, what is this place?
Collecting all the shiny things.
Woohoo, money!
And making a home.
Aloy, the Thunderjaw's back.
Oh, right, the Thunderjaw. Ooh, that's a big one. Here we go. Down you go. Woo, there you get a snack.
Oh, you want mustard on that?
Ah, is that the bud? I'm good.
Again, you made it when your game gets turned into a Lego game. So that's Lego Horizon Adventures. As you can see, guys, comes out. Looks like it'll be this Christmas on PS5, Switch, Steam, and Epic Store. Usually I get Lego games for the kids, but I'll turn around and play this one. But what do you guys think?
So the big news is that it's on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like the Lego game is very much Switch compatible. Like if you tried to port Horizon, you're just gonna get Arkham Knight on the Switch and every Mortal Kombat game, which none of those. Like, does anyone even play them before they put them in on the shelves? Because like, how do those even get released?
No, they don't. I mean, again, Nintendo's supposed to be making an announcement soon anyway, so we're gonna see how that's gonna go. But no, I still want to play this just because I love Horizon Zero Dawn. I love Forbidden West.
The
Burning Sands.
Last we got was Burning Sands from you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if it was me.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I was saying on my side, guys, what did y'all think? Because I might be going in and out because, Comcast doesn't like me right now.
Neither does Dallas weather or Atlanta weather for me. But
right.
I know it's like a staple game because it's the only one that came with my PS4 that I still haven't like started at all. And I got the complete. I probably need to go play actual Horizon now.
Oh, it's so worth it. It really
is. It?
Oh.
So
yeah, it really is.
The only thing that crushed Horizon Zero Dawn 1 and 2 was the unfortunate timing that both times Breath of the Wild and Breath of the Wild 2 came out a week after it.
Was that around?
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
both times.
Yeah. He's right. He is right. Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom both came out. Yeah, because it was, correct me if I'm wrong, Joe. It was Breath of the Wild first.
Or the same week.
Same week for both of them. So Tears of the Kingdom and Forbidden West got released in the same week. I just remember, I was like, oh yeah, you're right. Damn.
Well, like they were around close to the same time. Like one was a week and one was a week after.
Yeah. Hey Liz, how's it going? But yeah, it's still fun.
I have to look it up with the first article I find. You know, Horizon Zero Dawn kind of got screwed by Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
So
an article from Vice of all places.
So Horizon is a wonderful game, and Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is a even more wonderful game. And I think, and you'll have to back me up on this, Will, because it's been a while. Okay. It had one of the best representation for multiple black characters across the board throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
In terms of like facial design, hair design.
Yeah, they actually got our hair texture. Yeah, they actually got our hair texture right. They really did. But no, you're exactly right. Horizon Zero Dawn really did. I think it was 2 awards. 2 awards they did receive for that. I just can't remember exactly what they're called. But yeah, they were for inclusion and
representation.
Yeah, I want to say one of them was representation, and I think so. But
that's Zero Dawn 2 specifically. Zero Dawn 1 is just like
Forbidden
a
West.
Fantastic game on its own, but like 2 was like went above and beyond for representation, like across the board. Everybody looked great. Everybody looked unique. Yeah. No one was a character. No one was like a caricature of themselves.
Nothing was campy. It was actually, well, outside of Silas, who I just wish, Silas was already dead. Spoiler alert. But still, I wanted to get even with him. But no. Lego Horizon Adventures looks like it's going to be great. Again, I've said it once, I'll say it again. You're successful when your game gets turned to a Lego game. I'm like, let's be honest. That's how you know you made it.
It's the equivalent of being in the music industry and Weird Al does a parody song.
Yep. It's always nice when they don't give our people a Killmonger fate as a default each time. Yeah. Although I do blame Michael B. Jordan for that. Thank you for giving us the default hairstyle for every black character in the game.
Now they do give your buddy the Killmonger fade in like the flashback, and then they change his hair to like normal short dread, high top as the game goes. And Liz is laughing at me.
I need to
guys, but yeah, just to wrap it up about summer games. I'm sorry, go ahead, Tafari.
I was gonna say I need to go to the game, but if we wanted to look up not Gang Beast, it's called Party Animals. In the trailer.
Oh, you want to show it?
We can
show it.
We can. If we're ahead of schedule, we might as well.
Yeah, I got it. Go ahead. I got it. Go ahead. I can look it up.
Yeah, so Party Animals was, I think it's been out for a minute. I'm not sure. I know people were saying they're hoping it gets ported everywhere, but it looked like Gang Beasts just with, we're doing it with just corgis or just dogs, I think is the aspect.
It looked like just dogs, but I'm getting it up now because let's see where come on. Don't let me down. Let's see, because it's called Party Animals. It's the DLC, but it's still funny.
I got Party Animals 2024 SGF trailer is the one I found.
That worked. That's what I needed. Party Animals. That's still. It's still funny. Okay. That's Killer Bean. Oh, never mind. That's the really wrong thing. I just had it. There we go. Okay, got it. Because this trailer.
This whatever this is.
Don't you know? Well, you's a naughty little corgi, don't you know? Well, you's a happy little corgi, don't you know?
a gutsy, fasty puppy, and you know that it ain't easy, don't you know? Well, you's a cutie little corgi, don't you know? Well, you's a fluffy little kitty, don't you know? Well, you's a crazy party animal, don't you know? Well, all the crazy party animals, and you know the party's this way, so let's go.
It's still funny. It's still funny.
It's Gang Beasts with mini game, Mario
Yeah.
Party video games, and kart racing, I think.
Yeah. And I would, the messed up, and I won't even say the messed up part. I still want to play it. I would want to play that with friends and just it. You can't sit there and say you wouldn't have a fun time with that.
There's so much going on. I don't know which part of the game was the base game or all of it was, or what the winning objective is, if any.
I mean, because I've played Gang Beasts, and Gang Beasts is fun just because anybody can. It's a pick up and play game anyway. But but yeah, it just looks like it's fun. What do you say, Liz? Not this being so wholesome and funny. It is, and it looks like unhinged behavior. Yeah, because I was trying to get back to the scene where it looked like the guy was trying. It looked like one dog was trying to stuff another dog into a cannon, and I was
I can't tell. Sometimes it looks like they're trying to kill each other or they're trying to tag team an objective. I think one grabs and the other one has to pull to launch the cannon. Is what it looked like.
That's what it looked like. That's why I was like, just the whole idea of just stuffing him into the cannon and shooting him off. I'm like, that is funny. I have no other words for that. But yeah, it looked like it's gonna be fun. But since we do have a little bit of time, and like I said, before we get to the other trailers, because there were some movie trailers that did come out that we also can review for the rest to wrap up the show. But I got to ask, going around the table, Summer Games 2024, if we were to grade it on a scale of A to F, what are you guys giving it?
I'll give it an average B. It did a good job it gave me more to look forward to than I was expecting.
Fair. Joe?
What the hell is a 7 out of 10? A B?
Yeah. 7 out of 10, B minus, C plus.
Yeah.
Well, a B only because of the fighting game stuff and some of the other things. But I've actually read the Keely thing ahead of time where he was like, this is about updates. This isn't a lot of reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Even his show is like, it's an 8 out of 10, but I always rate all my shows 8 out of 10. It's like, no, now you're covered. Now you're backtracking because you said the quiet part out loud. You got to cover. So, yeah, I agree with the 8 out of 10. The biggest announcement, the big surprise was honestly the Street Fighter. Nothing really wowed me or made me audibly gasp. I think they're really trying to play up that Arkham game that nobody wants.
Arkham Shadow.
They even went out of the way to get the World is a Vampire song for it.
Arkham.
They got a guy from Arkham Origins to come back, which I get it. Kevin's gone, but even then, where are you placing this in the story? And again, why do we need this? Stop.
Hey,
Troy Baker, they can easily say this is like Batman Year 2.
I feel like that's what they're gonna go for. This will probably be post beating Joker the first time, and the the Cold Heart DLC with Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. But it's just the whole thing of just you put it. And again, I'm not trying to knock this. If you like VR games, okay, cool. That's your bag. For me, I just don't see the point. But you gave us hype about another Batman game, which I'm going to be honest, as a person who's a Batman fan and who's loved the Arkham Knight series, we didn't really need another Batman Arkham Knight. We really didn't. We honestly could be cool. You could give us a Nightwing game. You can give us Red. You can give us a Red Hood and the Outlaws. You can even give us the Batgirl. You can give us a Batgirl game. We didn't need we didn't need a Batman game. But you give us Arkham Shadow, and then you make it about the Rat King, and you put it on VR. to me, it's like playing on Luna. No, everybody knows about it, but not a lot of people play on Luna. It's just a what's the point moment.
Very much.
I liked that the audience that they cheered when they heard we're going back to the Arkhamverse, and then they the cheers immediately died down when they mentioned it was
the crowd reaction was non-existent after that trailer ended. And I noticed that throughout the show, they kind of just chuckle and it's like, and
was I the only one? Let me ask y'all this: did y'all notice that they kind of had to pump in crowd participation, like you guys talked about when Arkham Shadow got Arkham like yeah, and then only on VR, crickets, or what was another one?
It was the awkward
during the Blumhouse.
Yeah, the Blumhouse.
Go ahead.
The Blumhouse one too, but I know she was like waiting for an applause. It didn't happen, and she was just like, "I can't wait to go back to the Arkhamverse next." And I'm just like, that has to just. Y'all don't have there's not somebody in the crowd with an applause sign, something like.
I kind of felt bad for her because that was her first chance getting to announce, and the crowd goes dead. No, there's not a cut to commercial you can do fast enough. But I guess for my grade, I agree with you guys. I give it a B. Again, I give it to the man for addressing the developer studio issue. I give it the fact that, yes, as Tafari said, I do miss we all miss E3 where everybody just came and all guns got fired within a weekend and we all knew what was happening. But at the same time, guys, we did get a lot of great news. And again, over 50 games got announced. So it's not like we were lacking information. So there's that. But yeah, I mean, I can't knock it. I give it a B. It wasn't.
Call of Duty trailer you were gonna play?
Yeah, there was Delta Hawk. I kind of skipped it because I was kind of looking for party animals, and I might have closed it out by accident. Because we know what. Needless to say, it's kind of one of those that's in development. So I'm not even gonna play that trailer yet because it's still an in development thing. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. But since all three of us are here, and we still got a little bit of time because again, we thought this would be a whole show of the games trailer. Turns out, hey, we're ahead of schedule. We do have 3 trailers that did come out this week, movie trailers that we did want to go over. Joe, I know is going to love this one because Venom: The Last Dance. I know Joe has thoughts about this, but for all those that haven't seen the trailer, here it is.
You should probably know that I have a really dark and unpredictable side to me. Stop speaking. I'm giving you a chance, sweetie.
Say when.
When? What are you? We are.
We're Venom!
We are.
Venom!
No.
Oh!
Yeah, we are. Venom. We're gonna need to work on that.
Delicious! You take me to all the finest places.
I need to turn off.
We always knew it was impossible. That we were alone in the universe.
Take your protein pills
And it's our job to make sure that remains a secret.
Let's go get him.
Oh, shit! We are fugitives. On the run. In the city.
You're living the dream, my friend.
You mean it?
No! Any promises change?
Hello!
There has to be a reason they're after us.
Eddie, my own, has found us. Jesus Christ! There's an army coming that cannot be beaten. As long as Ed lives, everyone, everything will end.
We may not make it out of this alive, buddy.
Eddie, the time has come.
Be honest with me. How fast do you think you can get that thing to go without killing it?
Only one way to find out.
All right, Joe. Let's have it.
Yeah.
I know you got
yours, Bert. The floor
Go
is
ahead,
yours.
Joe. You can go first. You're muted, Joe.
I mean, it looks a little bit better than the second one. I'm very confused on one of the scenes, though, that doesn't make any sense.
What's that?
The Tiki Bar one, where that was supposed to be the MCU that Eddie got teleported to, and now all of a sudden it's part of the Venomverse.
Tafari? Because you weren't the only one that came to this conclusion. Tafari did too.
That was I'm like, unless it's a variant in another timeline and it's the same exact thing, because why is Baron Mordo also the one catching the symbiote?
Oh, he's the new bad guy, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Definitely, but it's the same actor, so it's just like, I hope this isn't just Sony baiting us in with theories and fan service, only to find out it's not related at all.
But I'm sorry, go ahead, Joe.
The other thing that caught my eye is, for some reason, they cut away to a family watching for like no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Is that supposed to be like Dylan or something? Like Eddie's son?
Your guess is as good as mine on that one.
People were theorizing a young Peter Parker.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make sense, though, because there's 3 of them. So it's May, random adult woman, and young Peter Parker.
Mm-hmm. That's the theory.
Well, but Madam Web gave us young Uncle Ben for some reason.
Right.
Well, yeah, but they established that was 2003, very early on in the movie. This one doesn't make any sense because we've seen in other posters and other things, I think it was actually Venom 2, where it said Spider-Man Murderer because it had the vulture in that one part.
Yeah, that's the on the graffiti wall, yeah. But
or no, that was Morbius, but Morbius also
Morbius, that's what it is.
Morbius also acknowledged Venom and said, like, oh, he's over in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Morbius,
but no, it's one
Toby, and then yanked all of it out like a week before the movie.
Yeah. But again, that's the reason I wanted to get your attention on this, because don't get me wrong, Venom by Sony standards has been its most successful series. Now, is it full of holes? Yeah, Swiss cheese, no problem. But the fact that they are making this the last Venom movie that they're doing, and again, I'm not saying Tom Hardy didn't do a great job as Eddie Brock. I think, you took what you were given and you made the best lemonade that you could. But yeah, the whole thing with all the symbiotes now coming to Earth, I think old boy is the leader of the jury squad. I can't think of his name to save my life right now. Because the guys that dropped down during the helicopter run, I think that's the jury squad. Although I could be completely wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Probably more Life Foundation.
And then, Mrs. Chin, which I'm sorry, Mrs. Chin is always going to be fun to watch, but the only person. Say what?
The Mrs. Chin has got to be the feds. How is she here?
Hey, she's the one person that can check Venom and not worry about dying. That's the one person Venom will not cross. But it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what they do with this. Like I said, am I watching this in movie theaters? I know for me, probably will. Just sit there and say I saw it. What about you guys?
Venom made them $1 billion. Mm-hmm. So my guess is they are not going to let go of this franchise quietly. My guess is this is the finale for Eddie Brock, and that kid is probably Dylan. Meaning we continue Venom through Dylan.
Possible. Can't argue. I won't argue that. It's probably possible.
Who is Dylan to Eddie?
His actual son.
Yeah. And eventually he also gets a symbiote. He also gets Venom, and it's a whole different. Yeah.
The only difference between Venom and Eddie, Dylan Venom and Eddie Venom is Dylan's really a big fan of traveling by chains, and Eddie does the web thing.
Pretty much. But I'll still watch though. I mean, what do you guys think? Y'all will do this? Is this a movie theater run, or is it more like I'm just gonna wait and see until it gets on streaming somewhere?
I'll go to the theater because I want to see if they're finally gonna get in the finale of the movie. Give us the white spider on Venom for some reason.
That's the same thing I said.
That would be interesting to see. They actually get
he's got to calm the kid down, and the kid's like, "Are you Spider-Man?" And Venom puts the spider on himself. It's like, yeah, I'm Spider-Man.
I mean, well, he is Lethal Protector, so I could see that. But that's gonna be fun to watch. But the other two trailers that we have, guys, again, this one I have to give credit. I'm sorry, did I cut somebody off? I heard something.
I was gonna say, because even with the "oh shit" soundbite sounded like it was straight out of Carnage, which I don't even think they even explained the red one comment in Venom 2. They just said it's a red one, and then we got to final fight territory.
They sashayed right over that.
I was waiting for some kind of deep dive, because now it feels like this movie may be forced to cram in a lot more symbiote lore we should have had across 2 other films. Because why? Because what we're gonna have to ask is why what it looks like fresh after No Way Home, or at least on that same vacation, is chased by the government and the symbiotes coincidentally show up at the same time as mutated Quiet Place monsters.
I guarantee you the one we saw in the Jets probably called Null.
Probably. And then we already know Toxin's there.
The ones they have contained, are those the same ones from the first movie that, because I know some of them didn't get caught.
Probably. So what Barrymore's character is, and this is a deep dive, is in the late 90s, they tried making a new symbiote character because they wanted to move away from Venom. And it was all 5 of the Life Foundation symbiotes merged into one single symbiote and got on the dude that probably Barrymore was playing, and he became Hybrid. And what Hybrid could do is he could just use all the powers of all 5 of the Life Foundation symbiotes. Just Google Hybrid Marvel, you'll see what he looks like. He does not a great looking design.
Wasn't it the one that looked like a mass of just? Wasn't he like a really poorly drawn Gumby?
Yeah, like I said, just Google Hybrid Marvel Comics and go to images. It's too hard for me to
the Gumby Venom.
Second picture.
It is Gumby Venom.
No, he's red.
I think it is.
He's like red and white.
But he has a weird. I have to look it back up. I look it back up. I think that's the gun. I think that's Gumby. That's why I called him, because the way he was drawn. But speaking of things that are drawn, Alien Romulus did come out with another trailer, and as another fellow podcast of ours, Mayhem Media, said it. What's cool about this trailer is that you didn't really see anything, but it was still scary because of the sound. But here's the trailer.
Is this really where you want to spend the rest of your life?
You know I don't.
Then this is our only ticket out of here.
What's happening?
Something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in the
No,
water?
there's just something in the fucking water. Fucking thing's hunting us.
Open the door, come on.
Run.
Are you sure you want to do this?
And that, guys, was the trailers for Alien Romulus. As you can see, will be hitting theaters August 16th. I'm going to be honest, for a trailer like that, and I know we talked about some blurred's eye view, just sound. You didn't see anything. I mean, you saw contact, but as Tafari said, I'm gonna let you say it. The one thing that was realistic about this with the face huggers, remember what you said?
That was the first time I've seen someone turn away, or at least not just pass out immediately after getting attacked by one of them.
Right.
I was like, okay, so you can turn away, or I don't like bite down. I don't know,
or
go
duck.
throw up,
or duck. One of the two, But again, I just wanted to point that out because, I mean, you literally saw nothing but the sound impact of it, which makes me give hope that I actually want to watch this in theaters. Because last time I saw anything alien related, I think it was Aliens Fireteam, which again, still a great game on PlayStation. You haven't played it. I loved Aliens Fireteam because Joe turned me on to that. And if any video game needs a sequel, it's that. But anyway, I'm going into a tangent. But what do we guys think of the trailer? Is it making you want to go in the movie theaters, or are we sitting home and waiting for it?
Oh no, I'm going to see it in theaters. I've been hurt so many times by the Alien franchise by going, but still yet I am compelled to go. Especially considering this is directed by the guy that does the new versions of Evil Dead. So this is going to be like ungodly terrifying and probably squeamish. But again, it's Aliens, so I am dictated to go by like programming.
Dictated to go by programming. Tafari, what about you?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Aliens head. I'm more of a Predator guy, but this one, I don't know where this is in the story or the timeline, or if it's its own thing, but it at least sets itself up to be like, hey, if you just want to go see a Alien movie, this is one to come check out, especially if you've played Alien Isolation, because that's what I got from this.
Yeah.
It's set in between Alien and Aliens. So it's roughly around the same time as Isolation.
I still love
Isolation actually like part of the canon timeline?
Yes, because this is like right. So how that Alien Isolation works is you have to watch the extended scene of Aliens where Paul Reiser talks about her daughter, Amanda, which is how you get context for Amanda, stating, oh, no, she lived a normal, peaceful life and died at an old age. Then you go play Alien Isolation, where she's actively looking. It's like 10 years after Aliens, because Ripley like got lost on the Ripley's shuttle pod, got lost and stranded in space for like X amount of years. It's Amanda looking for Ripley, finding the Nostromo recorder. So it is part of the canon. It's just that, like everything else, Paul Reiser lied. Amanda did not lead a very peaceful life.
Damn.
How did these xenomorphs just infect so many different people? How do so many people in between? And why is everything getting set between the first two movies? Like I know it's a
lot of space.
Yeah,
because we said it after it, everyone gets mad because of Alien 3.
Was it that bad? Was that really the worst one?
If you watch the builder's cut, it's actually not that bad, but Still, it's one of the ones where Sigourney Weaver put her foot down because she was real big into pacifism at that point time. So it's set in a penal colony with no guns, lots of religious iconography. Half of it doesn't make sense.
Right.
For some reason, it impregnates a dog as opposed to a bull, so we get a runner alien as opposed to a giant bull alien.
But the fact of the matter that they do like to stay between the first and second movies just because there's so much space to work with. But
and then is Prometheus still a part of this timeline, or was that just
yes?
Is the story that the spaceship that they found with the giant man in it, there was just more than one of those?
Yes, but the one that they crash in Prometheus is on HV-246, which is the one planet they find in Aliens.
Yeah. So that's how they try to connect it all. But I don't know. Like I said, it looks like it's going to be good. So, yeah. So as we're kind of wrapping this up, Joe, I know we didn't have a lot in the comic side. Did you still want to go over the X-Men finale?
We don't want to look at the Pharrell biography in Lego form?
Dang it. My mind is going out the door.
What the third one was?
Dang it. I knew I was forgetting something. Thank you. Pharrell actually did. That was a weird one. That Pharrell's actually, it's Lego Eyes, which I think is crazy, but hang on one second, because thank you. I am just all over the place right now with stuff, so I apologize profusely. Oh, Piece by Piece is what it's called. Got it. Okay.
Go ahead on the set.
Let's try this again. Alrighty.
Go ahead on the set.
Hey, Pharrell. Hey, how you doing, man? You know, it'd be cool is if we told my story with Lego pieces.
Seriously?
Yes.
Lego.
Just be open.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
When I was a kid, I knew I was different. And people would say, oh, that's an odd child. And that crushed my spirit. But I loved music. It was mesmerizing to me. I would see beautiful hues of light cascading. I just thought that's what all black kids did, stared into the speaker like, whoa.
She's up all night to the sun.
Music was just coming out of me. I need to show the world what I can do.
Hi, Pharrell. I need help on this rap.
Yes, sir.
It's pretty simple. Just let it bounce. He just went in the room and freestyled it.
It's Teddy. Ready with the 1-2 check.
All I cared about was making my own music, but people just said,
no,
I wasn't ready.
You can't be me. I'm a rock star.
This song is ridiculous.
Who did that?
Pharrell.
Wow. My imagination would run super wild.
Dun, 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 dun. Drop it like it's hot. I was always a bad gangster, but you brought out a smile.
Hell yeah.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
That feels great.
I firmly believe that everybody has talent, beauty, and potential.
Keep opening our eyes to a whole different perspective.
Thank you, Pharrell. You know what happiness is to you.
Woo! Holy moly, guacamole. Legendary story, yeah?
Wow.
Man, this is gonna be a Lego movie, bruh.
You know, I will go watch it. That's Piece by Piece, the Pharrell movie, which I guess is kind of I guess we can't really call it a biography, but I guess his story of his upbringing. But was it just me? And Tafari, go with me on this. Were you slightly nervous that we were probably going to see Kanye somewhere in this?
Honestly, I forgot all about him. I feel like if they asked him to do it, he would say no for whatever random reason. He would tell you that Jesus hates Legos.
I mean, but I was just a little bit nervous. I was like, okay, everybody Pharrell has ever worked with, I was like, oh, dear God. please skip over the Kanye side. That's the last thing.
Honestly, a lot less cameos or guest stars than I was expecting. Like Snoop, Jay-Z, couple people cool, but like the list of people in the film came and went really quick. So I think this might be a very focused but kid-friendly film. So for all the future artists out there, I feel like this is for them.
It really,
also, he's been playing with this animation thing for a minute, because if you watch which if you're just a fan of just kooky things in general, I recommend watching the music video Cash In, Cash Out with him, Tyler the Creator, and 21 Savage. It's this weird zoetrope. I haven't seen zoetrope animation in years, but it's like this weird claymation carnival thing they did. And it's like, I don't know if you can play it here or play it on mute, but like when you watch the way they do it, you almost see something new every time you watch it. I'm surprised that video doesn't get talked about enough, and I feel like it was robbed of nominating for any awards.
I've seen it. It kind of reminds me of the old 80s music video Sledgehammer.
I'm sorry. Thanks, Joe, for putting that in my ear for the next 2
like
hours.
One of my all-time favorite songs.
But no, it looks good. I like the fact that it's a different approach. But then again, it's Pharrell. Pharrell has always been unique, and the fact that he's telling the story in Legos, hey, that's a good way to keep everybody's attention. I can't knock that. But
I think it's going to make a lot of money because, I mean, one, it's Lego. Two, that means you can market it to practically everybody.
Yeah,
you can get away with as many dirty jokes as you can, much like the Lego Batman movie did.
Pretty much. But no, it looks like it's going to be good though. But yeah,
knowing Pharrell and his marketing, if on the promo tour he like pays for a bunch of art students and kids like in music programs to go see it, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, you know he is.
This is, even if it doesn't do well, this movie clearly is to inspire that one kid who does need to see it. It will be like the next MJ.
And at the same time, he's also going to have new music. So he's actually got new music going out with this too. But I'm sorry, Joe, what were you going to say?
The Daft Punk sequence alone is going to be amazing. So,
yeah, so it's going to be good. But okay, I got to ask, because I've already made this mistake twice. Did we miss anything else that we wanted to bring up on the podcast? I have to ask. I'm already 0 for 2.
I'm good. We still got a weekend worth of stuff coming out, so.
Yeah, Microsoft and Ubisoft and Nintendo and Capcom. Yay. Joe, I'll leave it up to you, sir. Do you want to cover the X-Men finale for Krakoa, or do you want to just pocket that one for the next one?
Yeah, we'll pocket that one for next one. But yes, look out for that because it's the finale of the Krakoa era. It's going to make a lot of people sad. It will make a lot of people happy. Mostly sad because that was probably the most engaging time X-Men's ever been for anyone.
Definitely that.
5 years of X-Men?
Yeah.
5 solid years of like consistently good X-Men with the exception of X-Corp.
Yep. So that's something to look forward to. Like I said, of course, like we said, guys, there's still other things going on besides Summer of Games. You still have the Devolver Digital, which actually development, the Day of the Devs already happened. I think other things are coming on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday being the Microsoft Showcase. I want to say Monday is the Ubisoft Forward, and Capcom's also going to have their showcase. I'm with Tafari. I miss E3, but I understand.
I feel like, what did E3 run for? 19 years? Something. I know they were just short. I think they were just short of hitting a milestone. I feel like E3 could have done more.
We'll put it this way.
No, go ahead.
It ran long enough for misogyny to both come and go in E3.
That's a fair point. Yeah, Joe's got a fair point. I was just trying to think. I want to say, has it been?
Oh, he didn't hear me. I said it ran long enough.
I heard you. What's the story? What did I miss?
Like all the booth babes and all the exploitative stuff they did to get people to play games and whatnot during the mid to late 90s and early 2000s to move away from that.
So basically, he said Basically, so before Hollywood took over Comic-Con?
Yes.
I feel like I remember rumblings of this, but I probably never saw it because E3 was one of those things that it was like I had to put it on. I had to like TiVo it every day because I had like football practice in the summer. But
so there was a time where Nintendo handcuffed, I think it was the DS or the 3DS, to women at the con, and they had to stand there while men played like this.
Oh, right. It was at the waist. It was a weird hip apparatus that I thought was kind of cringy. I mean, you'll probably hard pressed to find pictures of it, but it was way cringy. Also, Tafari, to answer your question, almost 30 years. 30 years. Yeah, May 11th of 1995 was the first E3.
So just like an 80s cop movie, just a few days away from retirement and getting that pension.
Damn.
I feel like they could have gotten to a milestone if they had just done a smaller, especially with all that's happening with the studios now. I feel like if they had just done a smaller online thing for indie developers to come show up, E3 could have gone out nicely, but they just kind of said, going to the old folks' home, you kids have fun.
Yep, they gave him the old Yeller treatment. But
unfortunately, they went to the Springfield Retirement Castle.
Damn.
Also, I got to ask, and this is going to be a very, very in poor taste joke. How do you have Day of Developer if Microsoft has canceled and closed most of your studios?
Somebody billboard, what was I just saw this thing from IGN. Apparently somebody put up a billboard today in New York in like memoriam of all the studios that closed.
Damn, just leave it to Joe. Leave it to Joe to throw that question out there. Just you can't have Day of Developer and Microsoft is the only thing standing.
Yeah, what was it? LA Billboard shouts out gone but not forgotten game studios ahead of showcases. Arcane Austin, Roll 7, Tango Gameworks, Volition Inc., and London Studio.
Damn. Oh, wow. That's
those are the ones that we publicly know about.
Yeah. I mean, there's still probably some under the PlayStation and Microsoft umbrella that are probably going to get 86. But as we wrap this up, guys, again, I'm going to start with Tafari. You want to let people know what you're doing, sir?
So you can catch me on all platforms at this name. I do skits on Mondays to make them a little less terrible. I'm also playing with a lot of short form content because I have a lot of unboxing and just little updates to do throughout the week. So pay attention to that. Again, thank you, IHOP. I thought I was getting like one figurine or a gift card. I didn't know it was going to be the whole shebang for Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it was the gift card because they put in this weird. I don't know if they just didn't have a bag the right size, but they folded it 3 times. But Shadow and the Sonic card.
Nice.
I also do the editing for Blurred's Eye View. Please come check us out. We have 2 more interviews that I got to do at MomoCon that haven't released yet. So right now we had the one out with my friend Claudia McDoom, another one with our friend Stephanie Williams that just dropped. Next week will be the start of the 2 the newly engaged Anidas Quinones, and then AJ Beckles the week after that. So please come through. Had a lot of fun talking with all 4 of them. It was a good time. Thank you, MomoCon, for having us.
Cool. All right, Joe. Even though happy birthday, Joe, because today is his birthday, sir.
Happy
so
birthday. Thank you.
Where can you find you and what you're up to?
So right now I've got a charity going for Middle Tennessee API. If you go to my Facebook page, which is just my name, you'll be able to go there, contribute. I'm only asking to raise $200. We're already almost there. I think we're like 130, 140. So, give a little, help out. My friends do wonderfully important work and a lot of legal work for a lot of immigrants and trying to help establish API businesses and local business owners. So I'm very much a part of that and try to help out. As for that, we scored a huge interview for this show coming in August, which I think Tafari said you'd help me out with, right?
Yeah, I got time.
Yep. So we will be interviewing Steve Orlando, famed Marvel and DC writer. For those unaware, he wrote Midnighter. He wrote a whole volume of Supergirl. Current writer of Scarlet Witch. Current writer of Anything 2099. Just announced he is also writing a secondary backup Avengers book of the Squad Captain. Steve Rogers Captain America is with doing the fallout of Blood Hunt, which is a mixture of old and new Avengers. Also just announced through Marvel, I don't think even Steve Orlando announced this one yet, upcoming Annihilation 2099. So if you like 2099, Steve Orlando is your guy. We'll be talking to him. I am also trying to rope Tafari into doing, because Will doesn't have the time, so I'm trying to get Tafari to do this. So I am not doing this to put you on the spot, but I'm trying to see if Tafari will do a watch and react of the new Ultraman arc coming out in July, because he says he's never seen an Ultraman and he was curious.
I'm game. Where's it gonna be?
On YouTube, and they both do Simo sub and Simo dub, so we can watch it in English or Japanese with subtitles.
Okay.
So there we go. So we got that projects going. Other than that, work is still something. I'm training people because of the Ascension cyber attack. My work has become an ungodly nightmare. I'm very tired. I fall asleep on the couch most nights. I'm learning because PlayStation made it free. I'm currently playing Cricket 2024. And I'm learning how to play that game. I don't know if I'm good at being a bowler or not, because I have no idea if I'm striking these people out or not.
I almost had a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle joke with cricket just now.
Yes, but I do understand what a crumpet is, so I can play cricket.
I started to say it, but I didn't want to.
Other than that, Nashville Comic-Con has come and gone. I think the next place I'll be is a KaiCon, and then the not quite Lego Brick Festival in Nashville is coming in July. The Hot Chicken Parade will be in Nashville. I'll be at that. You can see what API events are out and about. I'll be doing that. I'm just kind of everywhere. Oh, I'm playing Street Fighter again on Twitch because I have to keep fighting angry grandpas on a constant basis. And gotta fight.
You're just a magnet for Akumas.
No, that's everybody right now. Just like everybody. So here's the thing, and we're gonna go on a small rant and a small journey with Joe. So I go on to Battle Network, and I play this one guy continuously. His does not win against me at all, because he keeps trying to do the Shin Akuma unlock, where it's a time where he sits there and eats a rice ball, and I'm expecting him to sit there and just stand there and let him eat this rice ball so that he can become Shin Akuma. I don't let this man do it. And then he asked me, dude, I want to try to play Shin Akuma. Why won't you let me do this? I legit tell him, I am not Goku. I'm not going to sit there and let you get stronger.
Damn.
So I keep fighting him, and he keeps trying to do this taunt. And it's a long taunt, so it's not like he can do a hard knockdown, get the taunt out and doing it. Finally, he just gives up and goes away. The dude's a good fighter. I'm great, but again, I am not Goku. I am not going to let you power up to your highest potential. I'm going to command grab you and get a medal and then take half your health away because you're Akuma and you have 9,000 health opposed to everybody else who has 10,000 health. One of my command grabs at 5 medals does half your life on one throw. Don't do it. If you want to taunt me, that's fine. My ego will not be bruised by taunting, but I'm not going to sit there and let you be stronger.
I just all I ask is just for one match, go mic'd up with somebody and please record it. That's all I ask. That is all I ask of you, Joe. Just one, so much better. Just one match. Just one.
Like, why? Because I don't say anything when I play games.
But that's the thing about it. They're going to want to antagonize you, and you will be stone-faced. That's comedy in itself. When you get somebody that's trying to antagonize you versus somebody that's so focused that you're not getting a response back, they're just going to keep amping themselves up as they're losing. That's
we
gonna
talked
be
about
fun
like
to
that
watch.
one time where that one dude kept trying to like antagonize me in Tekken, and I was
Yes.
just like, "Sweetie, this is your first time, isn't it?" Where he told me my
That's what I'm
legs didn't touch
saying.
the ground. I told him, "No, I'm 5'5" in Japanese. They'll never touch the ground."
And that is why I'm telling you, you need to start recording your mic conversations. That is why I'm telling
Everyone
you.
uses voice chat on Street Fighter, and they just flat out don't have voice chat at all on Tekken. And thank God. Do you have any idea of the amount of the N-word that would be thrown around on the stream?
Can't be any different than the old. They can't be any different from the old school Xbox chats.
No, it's probably no different than Mortal Kombat XL when Mortal Kombat had mic chat.
Pretty much. They'll still say it, even though they have chat monitors. They say chat monitors. But let's just be honest. But yeah, Joe. But where can they find your streams?
Joe Italian last name over on Twitch. At some point, I'll turn back on Show a Guy Joe. It's just I have been working with CapCut. Editing is getting a little easier, but like I just don't have time to record anything at this moment. Like I'm behind on everything. Gotchard got his super duper final form Rainbow Gotchard on the first day of June, which is the start of Pride Month. So Japan knew what they were doing.
Ooh, who are you talking about? Time is. Ooh, life is life. But thank you, Joe. And also, not to be left out, guys, we always do want to shout out Rick's Comic City, Nashville's #1 place to get comics, to get mangas, to get compilations, to get collectibles, Funko Pops, you name it in the world of nerds and pop culture, they have it. They have 2 locations in Nashville and Clarksville, Tennessee. They also have their website at rickcity.com. Definitely check them out, guys. Let them know that people at Git Bit sent you. It does not get you any discounts. But again, you see our mugs on their televisions when you go inside. They show us love, so we want to show them love. Definitely check them out if you are in the Middle Tennessee area. If you are not in the Middle Tennessee area, guys, we say this all the time. Support your local libraries. Support your local comic book stores. They are the places to where you can not only get what you want, but you get the experience. I know. Barnes & Noble is still a thing. Amazon's still a thing. Reading comic books online is still a thing. But there's just an experience going through a comic store or library that is just unrivaled. At the same time, me, Joe, and Tafari, and everybody here at Get Bit always say the same thing, especially kids. Read the banned books. We cannot tell you guys enough. Now, there are books out there that are trying to keep you from reading. We highly encourage you to read them. Why? They'll expand your knowledge and you'll be better for it. So definitely read the banned books and also support your local libraries, support your local comic stores. You are going to miss them when they're gone. Outside that, guys, you can usually find me, Black_Spartan615 on the socials, as I'm usually everywhere, including doing gym stuff because I do like to keep in shape and like to test my limits. I know I did just this previous week that I have on my social. It'll probably be a while before I try to squat 500 again, but hey, I did it. Cool. Outside of that, guys, I do also want to point out Blurred's Eye View. That is also where you can find me and Tafari there and others every Tuesday, every Thursday. As Tafari said, please check out the Blurred's Eye View channel. That man has put in the work of the clips and the videos there. And trust me, we do take a lot of pride in that show and what we do. So definitely check that out. Also, you have heard me talk about Blurred Station. Again, blurredstation.com. Myself, Tafari, and others have talked about Blurred Station, specifically that we started calling it Blurred Station Beta. What is Blurred Station Beta? Well, if you go to any of our socials, myself at Black_Spartan65 or Tafari TV or Room Full of Blurs, Geek by Heart, Mayhem Media, basically all we've done is actually show you a taste of what Blurred Station can be. It is the spot we've always asked for people of color and for blurs and nerds to come together and enjoy comics, enjoy mangas, television shows, movies, the whole deal with an interface that is smooth, that reminds you of Netflix, except the fact that your content will still be there and that somebody at Netflix doesn't decide that they just want to get rid of something. Again, it is $10.99 to join. If you do join, please select the Blurred's Eye View Affinity membership. Select myself, Black Spartan, or Tafari TV. Either one of us will certainly appreciate it. And again, it's $10.99 a month. That is a price you can't beat with a stick. At the same time, after 36 months of paying $10.99 a month, you too will also be able to own a piece of Blurred Station. And I don't know about you, but it's very rarely that you ever get the chance at that low of a price to be a part of a media conglomerate. So definitely check them out. outside of that, guys, as we wrap this up, as we said before, cons are constantly going on. So there are rules that we do like to say. Number one, respect the cosplayer at all times. Cosplay is for everybody, regardless of your age, regardless of your height, body requirements, ethnic class at all. You can cosplay however you want, except blackface. I will highly suggest don't do blackface. That is the only thing. And trust me, I don't want you to get your ass kicked at a con for being blackface. Simply don't do it. Outside of that, go nuts. Be whatever you want to be. You want to be Storm? Be Storm. You want to be Cyclops? Be Cyclops. You want to be Blade? Be Blade. Have fun with the cosplay because that's what's meant to be. It's meant to be fun and it's supposed to be creative because you never know what type of person is a cosplayer by the time they actually get the chance. And I have seen a lot of talented individuals cosplay, including present company right now, Joe, because Joe has a wonderful Mr. Knight, and it's intimidating as hell because I have the story to prove it. Whenever he does put on the Mr. Knight suit, because it's funny as hell that most guys my size will not approach him because they think he's mean. It was
why do I get confused for taller, more built black guys? We have this problem at my work. Everyone calls me Jay. Jay's like twice my size, twice my height, and black. Mm-hmm. I keep telling people that.
At the same time, I told you have an intimidation factor. You didn't believe me. Also,
so my intimidation factor is a very tall black man.
Hey, whatever rocks your spirit. Rule number two, I can't say it's enough. Guys, grooming is important. Please wash your ass before you come to a con. Please use soap. Please use deodorant. You can use cologne, but not a lot of it. But again, grooming, because these cons are very close. You could be elbows right next to people. Again, it's just a hygiene issue. And it's easy to get these products. Please make sure you're clean before you go into a con. And the number 3 rule, the rule I have for myself is I have for everybody else, guys. This is not just as a con, but in life, the world right now is cold and mean. Simply put, be nice, be kind, share your fandoms with people. And again, be nice, be kind, especially at cons. You still have manners. Don't be a dick, and we'll all be cool. Simple as that. But as we wrap this up, we do want to thank everybody that liked, that watched, that shared this podcast. Let us know this is live. We cannot thank you guys enough. Thank you guys in the comments. Also on the Instagram side, I'm sorry. I just now saw that some people were watching on Instagram. Again, I apologize. I wasn't able to get to your comments. I promise I will do a better job of that next time. But for everyone else that did comment and did watch, we certainly appreciate you guys. We will be back here same Friday, same Git Bit time, same Git Bit channel, with news, because as we talked about, there's a lot of news that's going to be coming out this week, and we are going to cover it, as well as cover the X-Men and other comics, because there was actually a lot of good comics that Joe has found that I can't wait to talk about and give my opinions on, but we will get to that next Friday. But outside of that, guys, any last words before we call tonight?
Peace.
Cool. Outside of that, guys, he's been Joe, I've been Will, and he's been Tafari. Thank you all for watching Git Bit Podcast. We will see you guys on the flip side. Take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll all get through this. Peace.
Okay, bye.